Hey guys, as you can see here I got some wood in front of me, so I want to show you some of the other techniques we talked about in part one. Real basic, brief. If you wanted to build a board out of a bunch of pieces of wood, here's how you would do it. You would take a bunch of pieces of wood that are cut about the same size, that equal your board. If you want to make it thick, you could cut it like this. Right? Just depends on what you're looking for. To put the wood together, what you would do is take the inside pieces, you'd sand them so that they're nice and rough, and then you would drill holes, and you would put a dowel rod, you'd glue it, and put a dowel rod in each of the holes, and then you'd line up the dowel rods with the holes, and you'd squish them in, and you'd have glue on the inside of all this, and you would do this till you get the size of board that you want, with the glue in between each, and the dowel rods holding them steady. And this is an example of the clamp I was talking about. There are really big ones for pipe, but you can get these in many different sizes. And then what you would do is you would line them up, squeeze them tight, put another clamp here. The more clamps the better, and you want to let it sit whatever the wood glue says. And then when it's done, you're going to sand it so that it's all nice and flat, and you would end up with a piece of wood kind of like this piece of wood here that I was working with. As you could see, this is put together with many pieces of wood, and that's how they do that. Another example of what you can do is you can go to Lowe's or Home Depot or any supply store, and you can get these boards really thick. They sell them even thicker than this. They're called like 1x6s, 1x8s, 1x10s, 1x12s even, if you could find them. And they're usually solid pieces of wood, and you could use something like this to make maybe a small 9x9 board, or you could take these pieces and cut them something like this, smack them together, and do the same method, and you can get a 9x9 board this way. I'm not talking about how to actually put the lines on or anything yet. I just want to get the basics of actually getting your wood piece. The example I talked about earlier, like this is a leftover piece from the IKEA board that that was left over from the nightstand or
coffee table.
Coffee table. Thank you. This is a leftover piece of wood. I could probably use this. Would probably make a nice piece, but this is what it is. And this was the bottom, and this was the top. Cut down the sides, right? But this was top, that was bottom. And how I got this out of a piece that was that big, like I said before, you just take the go board. This is my cheat method instead of just measuring. You take your go board, you center it up, measuring with your rulers, get it dead center, and you take your pencil and mark it out. And then when you have official size, you just throw it on your table saw over here, pop it on, crank it down, cut, 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 and you have your piece. And then I'm going to show you this real quick. If you wanted to go with a real thick goban, or you wanted some type of exotic wood, I found these old oak boards. Technically, if I wanted to, I could probably cut these and sand the heck out of them to get to the good wood, put them on weathered parts, and you could do that with just wood that you see hanging around. And that's about it for this section. Thank you.